Yeah, I just can't tell you how proud I am of our football team, of our coaching staff, of our administration, and everybody who's battled day in and day out. A pandemic, social justice issues, contact tracing, the list goes on and on and on. And our guys didn't flinch today. They didn't flinch after terrible turnovers. They didn't flinch after getting the ball on the 1 yard line. They didn't flinch being down. They just kept fighting. And that's our number one core value, always compete. And I'm damn proud of this football team. With that, I'll open up for questions.
First one comes from Colin O'Brien. Colin, go ahead.
Hey, Eli, at what point in that last LSU drive did you decide you weren't going to stop the clock and you were just going to ride with your defense and let them try to win you this football game?
I mean, we were in control of the game, so I didn't feel like I needed to give them any extra time to think about what they were going to do. The pressure's on them. So they felt the pressure, and we weren't going to help them.
Next one comes from Bennett Durando from the St. Louis Post. Bennett, go ahead.
Eli, could you sort of just take us through that last goal line stand and your vantage point, and then what you said in the timeout as that was all playing out in those plays?
Yeah, I mean, they were on the goal line. They tried to run it twice, tried to pass, and then tried to sprint out. We felt like we had good calls on them. They have short edges, so if you bring extra guys off the boundary, you can squeeze them. That's what we tried to do. It's what worked. And it was our will versus theirs, and we wanted it more. Bottom line.
Next one comes from Peter Ball from The Athletic. Peter.
Hi, Eli. I guess what did you see from Nick Bolton on that last pass breakup? It looked like he had been kind of banged up in the third, and what did it kind of mean to you to see him have that moment?
I mean, that dude's a straight warrior. He's been beat up. He was beat up last game. He wore a green jersey all week because he was dinged. He was about 90% today. He plays, I bet he played 50 of the 60-something snaps, if not more. And he's just unbelievable. He's got incredible football smarts. And so, he was off the edge. The guy tried to throw it through him, and he was there for him. So great job. Good job coaching by Coach Smith, and good job executing by him.
Next one comes from Aaron Ladd.
Coach, how much of an impact, if you think it made an impact at all, of the change of venue? Did it help to have home fans?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it helped us. It helped us.
Next one comes from Dave Matter from the St. Louis Post. Dave.
Eli, how much of a challenge was it for your offense to be missing some experienced receivers, and what can you say about the guys that stepped up today in those big roles?
Yeah, I mean, it was a challenge all week, and Toski stepped up and made some big-time plays. Deontay Smith made some big-time plays. Michael Wilson, a converted quarterback, had the big-time catch blocking on the perimeter. Barrett Bannister does what he does. Tyler Beatty was involved in the pass game too. So it was a collective effort, and, again, next person up mentality. It's not about the talent. It's about how you function as a unit, and our unit decided to function at a high level today.
Next one comes from Mitchell Forty from Power Mizzou. Mitch.
Eli, you all obviously, were down 3 of your top 4 defensive linemen. What can you say about the guys who played on the interior there, especially on that last goal line stand?
Just a lot of heart and effort, toughness, and mental, psychological warfare. I mean, Brick needs to be considered Dr. Phil this week for all the things he was having to do to try to get people available to play, and just proud of our football team. I mean, that's the job of a team, is to step up when somebody else is down, and they sure did it today.
Next one comes from Bill Pollock from Missouri Net. Bill, go ahead.
Yeah, Coach, I don't know if you want to comment now that this part of the schedule is done with getting Alabama and LSU within the first 3 games. If you would, you could. But my question is, what does this do now for the rest of your season, having to play competition like that for your players and their development?
I got no comment about it. I mean, the schedule is who it is. Nobody knows. We still got a lot of really good teams on our schedule. So, I don't know. I haven't thought much about it. I know I'll get up in the morning and get focused on Vanderbilt, and that's all I'll worry about. I mean, we've played some good teams, but when you play in the SEC, you're going to play good football teams.
Andrew Kaufman from KMIZ. Andrew, go ahead.
Coach, to get your first win, I'm sure it's special in and of itself, but to beat the defending national champs, how much more does that mean to you for that to be number one?
Honestly, it doesn't mean a whole lot to me personally right now. This is about our football team and our senior class and what they've fought and what they've struggled for. Has nothing to do with me. I plan on being a part of a lot more wins here at Mizzou. And so it's not ever going to be about me. It's going to be about our football team. It's going to be about our players and our seniors and the identity they're trying to create and the foundation we're trying to lay as a program. And today's just a start of that. And there's been a lot of hard work. There's been a lot of, is this really going to work? And they found out it does.
Next one comes from Suichi Terada from the KC Star. Suichi.
Eli, I'm just wondering, what were your thoughts on just your team's physicality, especially just down so many interior defensive linemen and Larry running the ball in the goal line stand? It just seems like you guys were pretty stout up there on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, somebody asked me about whether or not our team played with effort this week. Ticked me off, and I think it showed today that our guys play with unbelievable effort, and we just needed a few breaks. And you know what? We didn't really get that many breaks today, but we made our own breaks when we needed it. So proud of our football team.
Kyle Pennell from the manager. Kyle.
Coach, Larry Roundtree took the first snap. You guys got a flea flicker touchdown. What did you see over film this last week that gave you the confidence to make some of those calls early on that obviously paid off?
I mean, we had noticed that their corner safety combination, if you try to push crack, both had bad eyes, and we're going to, since the ball's handed off, we're both going to drive down. Felt like we wanted to set it up with the first two plays, establishing the run. And then, got a first down completion on that third down. Tyler Betty comes in, makes a great catch for us, and sets it up for us. So, it was great job by the offensive staff and great execution. They ended up bringing the corner, ended up coming all the way, and Larry turned around and took the hit off the quarterback, and the backside safety got over the top, and Toski had to make a great catch to finish the end zone.
Jack Sobel from the manager. Jack.
Coach, what can you say about Connor's play today?
I'd say it's pretty good.
Andy Humphrey from KCBR. Andy.
Yeah, Coach. Obviously, coming into this game, third down defense was
See that
a
bad
bit of a
body
struggle.
language by the previous reporter? He threw his hands up. Yeah, that's bad body language right there. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I apologize.
No, that's okay.
You're fine. Today, you didn't let up a third down conversion. LSU was 0 for 10. That had obviously been a struggle coming into this game. What can you say was kind of different this time around?
Yeah, I thought we did a nice job getting pressure. Our man-to-man coverage held up. Coach did a nice job mixing in man zone, keeping them off balance, and
6.
It was a great job. Yeah, great job.
All right, next one comes from Eric Blum. Eric, go ahead.
Coach, you mentioned earlier on that this win meant a lot to you and your team. Can you just give us a little more insight into just how much this team you think has been through to get to the moment and how much this feels like a payoff for you guys?
I think it was March, maybe 16th. We cut these guys loose and we didn't know when we were going to get them back. And we got back in June and had to follow new protocols that nobody's ever seen before. We've had players on our team get a virus that nobody has a cure for. There was a point when it looked like college football was going to get canceled, and then it came back. And then we had to do walkthroughs that nobody's ever seen before. We've had to do a fall camp that nobody's ever seen before. We were supposed to fly down, play in a hurricane, and now we're playing a home game. We lost 7 guys from the travel party for contact tracing and other things. I mean, it's just every day there's something new. We've had players opt out. We've had players transfer. Every day it seems like there's something new. And I know that there's always those questions, is this really going to work? And those guys didn't flinch. They didn't flinch. That locker room stayed together. They could have flinched after a turnover. They didn't. They could have flinched after another turnover. They didn't. They could have flinched after a turnover in the third quarter. They didn't. Could have flinched after we went 3 and out. They didn't. They just blocked the field goal. We went down and scored. They could have flinched when the ball got put on the 1-yard line. They didn't. They just kept playing this play. They just kept playing this play as hard as they can. And to have that mentality this day and age, that's what real winners do. That's what real winners do.
Randy Carricker, go ahead.
Coach, with what you just said, every great program has a point where the players learn how to deal with adversity within a game. I would think that today, like this, you mentioned the special teams, the turnovers, the end of the game, that's the sort of adversity and dealing with it that you can take into the future.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I hope so. Hope we take every experience and learn from it. And, you know, we got a long way to go. We got 7 games left. You know, we'll go back and watch the tape. I'm sure we're going to be disappointed with a lot of different things. We'll be proud of a lot of different things. But yeah, hopefully you're right. Hopefully we can take this as a sign that we can compete with anybody in the country if we'll do our jobs and if we'll improve our play.
Eli, you had mentioned going into this game, the offense would open up when the scoring got more consistent. How big was that to go down the field first drive, and how much did that kind of change the feel of things and open things up as you went through the game and scored consistently like you were looking for?
I mean, it just gives you confidence as a play caller. You can call whatever you want because you know you can take first down shots because you know that you can dig yourself out of it with second down. I think there was a couple of drives. I know we missed the field goal on that one drive in the fourth quarter, but there was a couple of drives. We had first and 20, second and whatever, and we were able to dig ourselves out of it. So, you know, I think Connor sees the field, understands the concepts really well. I think we kept them off balance with our formations and motions and yeah. Are you at home, Ben?
Actually, at my parents' house. They're about the only person they get to see these days.
Missed a great game, bud.
Hey, Coach, there's a lot of talk in the SEC about signature wins and a win early in a coach's career that can kind of put a stamp on the direction of a program. Curious if you're a believer in that theory and if you think today would count as one.
Ask me at the end of the season if we've won 7 more. I mean, I have no idea. You know, right now we got win 1. There's 7 more games. Unless they cancel the season today, no, it's not a signature win. It's just a win. We got a lot more to work to do. You know, we beat a good team. We fought hard, but unless they're giving us a trophy, I didn't see any trophies out there. So let's just keep on moving forward. Okay, let's just keep on moving forward.
All right, we got time for 2 more guys. Players are starting to get outside. So Mitch 40, go ahead.
How important was it to start fast today after you all have played from behind early each of the past 2 games?
Yeah, I think that was all it was. I think it gave everybody confidence that yes, we can play, we can score, we can get out in front. The things that we practiced are going to work, and it was big for us. That's why we took the ball, and I'm glad it worked out.
Peter, go ahead.
Eli, what specifically does Connor do that makes him so effective, and what can you say about, I guess, his demeanor out there?
Yeah, toughness, preparation, decision-making, accuracy, and leadership. Those are the 5 characteristics of a great quarterback and a guy that we want to be our quarterback, and he demonstrates all of those consistently. He's mentally tough. He's physically tough. He wasn't rattled by the fact that he was getting pressure. He prepares the right way. He knows exactly what to look for on any situation. You know, he's got great decision-making ability. Plays broke down. He knows how to throw it away. Plays perfect. He knows where to go with the football. He's accurate with the football. He puts it where our guy can catch it. Nobody can catch it. I mean, he's a leader, Crud. He doesn't get rattled. I mean, he's over there on the sideline telling these guys, hey, we're fixing to go score again. Hey, we're going to do this on 3rd down. I mean, he knows what he's doing, and, you know, I'm just really proud of him. And I'll say this, I'm freaking really proud of Sean Robinson. There couldn't have been a better teammate this week. Could not have been a better teammate this week. He was the most excited person all week, just encouraging our team. And I really think our team saw that because it can go one of 2 ways in these kind of situations. And Sean Robinson's a heck of a young man. He's a heck of a leader. He got dinged up on that first play. They rolled into him, hurt his ankle a little bit because he had a lot more plays scheduled to be in the game. But I'm extremely proud of that young man and really proud of that quarterback room and what those guys did today.